What's up YouTube, Shawn DaGamer here, and today, as you can tell by the title of the video, we are going to be going over Backlash from this Sunday. I'm going to slow down. I've noticed that I've tried to talk super fast to get everything out in a short amount of time, but I'm going to slow things down today so I can get all my thoughts out in a appropriate manner that you guys can understand me and all that good stuff. Backlash overall, I'm just want to say, was a decent show. It wasn't bad. There wasn't any really bad match, including the Harper versus Eric Rowan match. A lot of these matches just seemed like pre-show / SmackDown matches. But we are going to be going over the card match by match, talking about them a little bit, including the shocking ending, which was Jinder Mahal winning the WWE title. And I'm sorry if you hear the phone going off in the background. I don't feel like going to get it and turning it down, so hopefully you can't hear it that loud. But we started off the show with the pre-show. Excuse me. Well, hold on, I got a burp. 1 second, please. I missed my other mic so much. You had a pause button, so I didn't have to pause the recording. I could just go in, hit the little button, and it'll mute the sound. But the pre-show started off with Tye Dillinger versus Aiden English. Aiden English came out first. He had a whole little opera thing. He had a spotlight. They blacked out the crowd in the arena, gave him a spotlight. He came out singing opera style, talking about how he's going to beat everybody, how he's better than everybody, how he's going to beat Tye Dillinger and all that stuff. And he got into the ring. He was so proud of himself. He was going to do an encore, but Tye Dillinger music hit 10. She's just so elegant when she says it. She just goes 10. But that was the first match of the card. Both guys got their stuff in the allotted time, which was about 12 minutes. Really good match. Aiden English got a lot of offense and a lot of good offense too. He was about to cry at one point, then he just sucked it up. But by the time he sucked it up, he got hit with a tie breaker for the victory for Tye Dillinger. So Tye Dillinger did win the opening match. A nice little match to start the show to get the crowd ready for the main card. After that, we move into the main card, which started the show with Shinsuke Nakamura versus Dolph Ziggler. Now, this match went about 30 minutes, 35 minutes, including intros and video packages. In the pre-show, I think Dolph Ziggler had a little promo where he said he's going to pretty much beat Shinsuke Nakamura. He hasn't done anything on the main roster. He's been here for so long, and he's going to prove to people why he is great. And he did. This match was pretty much Dolph Ziggler getting the better of Shinsuke Nakamura. Dolph he was doing pretty much everything. He was a heel. He got all his moves in, even a super kick to the back of the head of Shinsuke Nakamura. One point he mushed Nakamura, and Nakamura got some offense in, and Dolph Ziggler was able to counter it, get him in a couple of submissions. Really showing off his amateur wrestling, what he's learned in WWE. He's just really taking control of this match. The end of the match was when Dolph Ziggler spat in the face of Nakamura when Nakamura started getting a little bit of offense in, and from there, Nakamura just did what he did. He did those strong style knees and strikes and beat the pretty much living crap out of Dolph Ziggler around the end of the match. Got a nice looking Kinshasa off at the end and won the match. A lot of people didn't like this match. They said it was like two Ziggler on the upper hand with the advantage. A lot of people didn't like that, but I thought it was a great match for Shinsuke. Once you remember that, a lot of people haven't seen Shinsuke Nakamura on the main roster. Let's say if a certain amount of people watch WWE, like 4 or 5 million people a week, 10 to 20% of that watch NXT, and even less of that audience watches New Japan, WCPW, Progress, all that stuff. So it was a good way for Nakamura to show that he can come back from behind and win a match we will see more. I'm pretty sure we're going to see a rematch sooner than later between these two. And I want to see a rematch. I enjoyed this match. It was a really good match, but I think there's more to be done. Like I said, this match went about 30-35 minutes, including video package and stuff. You could have cut the actual match down to about 15 to 20 minutes. Have both of them doing hard hits. Dolph Ziggler hit all, like I said, hit all his offense. He hit a super kick, he hit a zigzag, he hit a famouser. None of that was able to put Nakamura away. So I'm ready to see what these two can do in their next match and what Nakamura can do in the future. So moving on to the next match, we have the Usos versus Breezango in a fun tag team match. It didn't go the way I wanted in match quality or outcome. I really did want Breezango to win this match, but Tyler Breeze was doing his little undercover gimmick. He came out as the janitor that we saw from these fashion files, while Fandango was, being Fandango, dancing around. We even got a return of like little point up semi-yes thing with do 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 do. But it was fun. Tyler Breeze got in the match as the janitor. He put the map in, like, I want to say Jay Uso. I must call one of them Jay, one of them Jimmy. I'm probably gonna get it wrong. It was a really fun match. Like I said, Breeze came out in the janitor gimmick at first. He had a mop with him. He got into the ring. He put the mop in Jay's face, and Jay got pissed. He broke the mop, and then he broke the janitor. Fandango tagged in. Tyler Breeze rose to the outside, and he dressed up like an old lady. And then JBL made a comment like, "Oh, the return of Mae Young and all that stuff." Then once that got knocked off of him, Jimmy really just like pulled the like literally yanked that dress off of him the hard way and threw it into the audience, but it actually hit JBL, and the crowd popped hard for that because JBL is still under backfire from the whole Ronaldo situation. But Fandango, whenever he was in the ring, he really impressed. He did a lot of high-flying stuff. He dived a few times. He did a couple of moonsaults. When I say moonsaults, I just mean high-flying things. The Usos are just good. They played along with it really, really well. Tyler Breeze, once he started to get quote-unquote serious, he hit a unprettier on Jay or Jimmy, one of those Usos. It wasn't enough. There was an outside spot where they dumped Tyler Breeze into the crowd and then, proceeded to double team Fandango, took a finisher, and that was it. There was a little spot where one of the Usos was tangled up on the top rope. I don't know how to describe it, but it's kind of like when they tuck their head under and they super kick them like that on the top rope. Fandango was going to do, not Fandango, Tyler Breeze, I think it was Fandango. He was going to do that. The other Uso kind of stopped him. He was going to super kick Fandango, or whoever was, I can't remember if it was Fandango or Tyler Breeze. To be honest, I'm actually going to go back and rewatch the pay-per-view after I do this review, or at least have it on in the background while I edit this. And it was pretty much a fun little match. After the Shinsuke Nakamura and Dolph Ziggler match was a little bit more serious, the Usos did retain their titles. Then we go on to Sami Zayn versus Baron Corbin. This match went about 10 minutes or so. Baron Corbin got a lot of offense in. Beautiful deep six. I don't know if he got off a end of days, but Tyler Bate. Sami Zayn did end up hitting him with a big boot at the end of the match. Baron Corbin floundered into the corner, and he got hit with a haluva kick by Sami Zayn, which gave him the surprising 1, 2, 3. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see one more match between these two before one of them goes on to bigger and better things. And then we had the Welcoming Committee versus Charlotte, Becky, and Naomi. The Welcoming Committee consists of Tamina, Carmella, and Natalia. I only saw the entrances of this match, but my girl was here and she did watch it. She was like, well, Becky Lynch tapped out too. the hard girl. She was like, what did she say? The redhead tapped out to the Canadian or something like that. I was like, oh, okay. So Natalya made Becky Lynch tap out. I don't know what the interaction between Charlotte and Naomi was in this match. I'm not going to lie to you guys. Like I said, I'm going to go back and rewatch this match, but I heard it was just a decent little match between the six. I think I'm going to go pick up my cousin so we can watch the rest of the pay-per-view together as a nice little family. But honestly, I would have rather seen Carmella and Naomi have a one-on-one match. I know that's weird, but over the past couple of weeks, Carmella has had pinfall victories over Naomi, so that would have made sense. And you could put the other two in a tag team match, or had them at ringside or anything like that. But that's how the cookie crumbled there. So when I got home, we were in the middle of the Kevin Owens and AJ Styles match. From what I saw, Kevin Owens seemed to have the better of AJ Styles. It seems like Kevin Owens was working over the leg most of the match, because he did try to go for a phenomenal forearm and then got caught up on the top rope and he couldn't deliver it. They went to the outside. He got one off the barricade. Kevin Owens tried to do something to him to he tried to powerbomb on apron or through the announce table. AJ Styles reversed it and tried to put him through the announce table with a Styles clash. Kevin Owens reversed and AJ Styles' foot got caught on the top rope. Kevin Owens slid back into the ring to get a 10 count out victory over AJ Styles, which lets Kevin Owens retain the WWE United States Championship over AJ Styles. Both men still coming out this match as they should. AJ Styles the babyface, Kevin Owens the heel. He won in a dastardly way. After the match, after the count out, Kevin Owens started to celebrate. He went to the outside, gave AJ Styles a super kick to the back of the head and walked out. AJ Styles was then escorted out of the arena with the help of some referees and trainers. Then we move on to the next match, which was Harper versus Rowan. These two really put in a great effort, but the match itself, after everything else that we saw, was lackadaisical. This is what I mean by some of these matches should have been on SmackDown and not these pay-per-view. And this match would have been a great pre-show match or something, in the middle of SmackDown. But Harper did pick up the win. And now we go on to the most controversial thing of the night. It was Randy Orton versus Jinder Mahal with the Sing/Bollywood boys in his corner. Before the match started, I believe Randy Orton started to attack everybody. And that was just like a thing when it came to these championship matches or matches over this whole weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. If there was a outside interference, the other person would come in from like the crowd or something and attack the outsiders. But in this case, it did not help Randy Orton, because after he almost killed one of the Singh brothers, you have to look at his face. He knew he left that boy for dead once he gave him some type of backdrop on the announce table. He landed right on his neck, and the look on Orton's face was like, oh my god. You know how you suck your teeth, and he made that face for at least a good 2 minutes. The Singh brothers were okay. I don't know which one it was. I don't know their first names individually. I will have to do a little bit more research on that, but they were okay. They took a middle of the rope powerbomb. Both of them did at the same time from Randy Orton, which allowed Jinder Mahal to come in from the back side and get him in the Cobra Cut Slam. 1, 2, 3. The Maharaja of the WWE is now your WWE World Champion. Basic match between these two, other than the outside interference. It was decent. What you expect from Randy Orton as a babyface. Orton needs to turn heel, because as a babyface he is stale. And I think the WWE, or at least somebody on the backstage writing committee of SmackDown noticed that the internet was kind of bored of Randy Orton already as champion and as a babyface, period. So they decided to shake things up again, put a little spice into the SmackDown roster, and make Jinder Mahal champion. Now, a lot of people are indifferent about this. They don't know whether to be happy, to be mad. But at this time, I am just a little bit happy that we have something different on SmackDown. Something like what is going to happen next. According to rumors, Mahal will have this title for a while. What does that mean? I don't think he's going to have the title all the way up until SummerSlam, but I think he will have it a little bit before then. Money in the Bank, I believe, is before SummerSlam, so I think he might drop it there. Rusev is coming back, so we could see a Rusev versus Jinder Mahal title match because Rusev said he's not coming back to SmackDown or WWE unless he gets a title match. So it's a lot of interesting things there. Mahal did a couple of interviews. The Singh brothers brought out a magic carpet during the pre-show. He stood on that as he exited the limo, gave his normal "you Americans don't like me because of who I am, where I come from, and what I represent" speech, even though he's Canadian, which I still find funny. But I am interested to see Jinder Mahal as champion. And here's a little interesting note. I just want you guys to take notice of all the people who got the belt, well, all the people who didn't get the belt before Mahal did. And the list is including, but not limited to, Kevin Owens, Charlotte, because I do believe within the next 3 years, Charlotte or Asuka will win a men's title. Sami Zayn, Baron Corbin, Fandango, pretty much everybody on the undercard of the roster except Dolph Ziggler and AJ Styles. If you go to Raw, he got the title before Balor. He got the title before Big Cass. As weird as that sounds. All of the New Day. It's just weird. It's just really Shinsuke Nakamura. Just so many people. Bobby Roode. Some people that you would expect to be WWE Champion in the future. Jinder Mahal. Your 50th unique WWE Champion. And I'm fine with it. Honestly, I'm fine with it. As long as he doesn't have the title all the rest of the year. Just give him a couple of months, see what he can do with it. If it starts to not work or get stale or something does come out about him and steroids. And to be accused of something is very, very hard to deal with, especially something as big as steroids. But we all know how strict WWE is when it comes to some of their not so big superstars and their drug testing policy. So if they put the belt on Mahal, at the moment he has to be clean. I'm not saying that I ever thought he is or was. I've seen some people at the gym who look just like him. If you're not a gym goer, you probably don't see people like him all the time, but there are just some people at the gym and you're just wondering why he's there. You won. You're what else are you trying to do with your body? But we've been talking almost 20 minutes now. Leave your thoughts and opinions on this pay-per-view. Did you like it? Did you not like it? Did you feel bad or have some type of different opinion on Jinder Mahal winning the title? Did you not like it? How do you feel about the tag team title match, which I wish was a serious title match just to show off a little bit more of the talent of Breezango, both of the individuals individually. Other than that, it was a decent show. It was like SmackDown plus an extra hour, but it was a decent show. It wasn't the best show. I give it like a 6.5. Some things could have been changed around to make the card a little bit better, but hey, to each his own. 2020. What is this saying? I can't remember right now, but point is, it was a decent show. 6.5. I wouldn't go any higher than that. The lowest I probably give this is the middle of the road card, like a 5.25. But if your opinion differs, please leave a comment in that section down below. Like this review and this video if you enjoyed it. If you did not, leave a dislike. But also in the comment section, please tell me why you did not like this video so I can improve in the future for you guys. Today is SmackDown Day, January, February, March, April, May the 23rd, 2017. So everybody's had a couple of days to soak it in, and let's see what they're going to do for SmackDown tonight. Share this video out with your friends so they can come get in on the conversation and discussion as well. If you are new here, please hit that subscribe button, or if you're just coming back to the channel and you don't really subscribe but you just want to know what's going on with please also hit the subscribe button, and if you do, hit the notification button to know when a new video is live on the channel. All my links to everything else will be always listed in the description down below, including but not limited to Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Twitch. I also have a donation link down there if you guys want to help a brother out a little bit. Anything is better than nothing, but if you do get advertisement, please click them if they show up. Stealing a line from D Solid Enigma drew a Yugioh tuber. I believe I got all of the gimmicks out of the way. Once again, follow, subscribe, share the video out, like, and comment. All that good stuff. How did you feel about the pay-per-view? With all of that being said, I am Shawn DaGamer, and I am out of here.